Back on the record this morning with Education Secretary Pat Tutwiler.
All right, let's talk about teacher strikes in Massachusetts. They are by law illegal, but that hasn't stopped them from happening. Last January, a strike by Newton teachers, that went on for 11 days. Now, when you see trouble brewing in a city or a town, can your office step in, take any steps to prevent it from getting to this point? And has it?
Yes. So typically what we will do is talk to both sides and encourage them to stay at the table to get to a resolution as quickly as possible. We also engage meaningfully with the Labor and Workforce Development Secretariat, as they have a role to play in this as well. But we do everything that we can to ensure that a resolution is quickly arrived upon.
They may be illegal, but in many cases have been effective.
That depends on your perspective.
Definition of effective,
but I would say deeply harmful to the children involved, which is why it's illegal. If you look at the harm that was caused in Newton, the amount of days that were out, students with disabilities who weren't able to access what they need each day in school, that right there should send a strong message as to why we should not be doing it.
Interest in enrollment in the state's vocational schools is high right now.
It is.
Numbers-wise, it's high right now. But there are capacity issues. There are funding issues. So what are you doing to address that?
Few things. First, I would celebrate the success of our career tech ed schools and also name that this is something that kids want. They want to see the relevance of what they're learning during the school day and a connection to a career, a high demand career that they might be interested in. And so one way that the state is increasing capacity, making sure that we're able to accommodate as many students who want this kind of education as possible, is through the After Dark program. This is a partnership between career tech ed schools and your traditional comprehensive high schools, providing an after-school experience that allows students to do reading, writing, and arithmetic in their traditional high school, and then bus over to the career tech ed school to learn a trade.
Right.
That's one way. The Career Tech Initiative for recent graduates, a free initiative that allows any recent high school graduate to learn a trade. We're pushing really hard to expand as deeply as we can to ensure that we accommodate as many students who want this experience as possible.
Yeah, interest is really growing.
Yeah.
Now, community college, it's free in Massachusetts.
Yes,
interest
it is.
Certainly growing in that as well. It's driving a boom in enrollment. Is there the funding, though, to support such a major change as we move forward?
Indeed. So we are thrilled, building on the success of Mass Reconnect last year, which started with providing free community college for residents aged 25 years and older, to moving to this year, Mass Educate, free community college in Massachusetts for any resident, inclusive of undocumented students through the tuition equity law. We've already seen a 10,000 student increase over the previous year.
10,000?
10,000, which is a problem that is good, right? We want to engage as many people who want this in their lives to take the next steps in their professional and academic lives to realize their dreams. To your point, is the funding there? Yes. So we've got $93 million dedicated toward this effort this year. And I know that the legislature is deeply committed to seeing this through. If it gets to a point where additional dollars are needed, I'm sure there'll be a willing partner, the legislature.
Thank you for coming in. It's great to see you.
Thanks for being here.
Did you see the Northern Lights, by the way?
No, I was at a basketball game, my youngest son's basketball
You're being a good dad.
More
Yes.
important.
He's being
Yes.
a good dad.
Yes.
It was great.
Duty
great.
first.
Great,
Yeah.
great, great.
Yeah.
Great to see you. Thanks for coming in.
My
The Sunday
pleasure.
Roundtable is next here on OTR. Upping her media profile, Vice President Kamala Harris goes on a talk show and podcast blitz. Is it helping? We'll talk about that and mucho más. Stay with us.